again, they ain't let us in. We pass on the settlements. This path I don't recommend. We pass what they expected, man. I go where they never can. I float, I don't never land. When it's dark, you don't know where you going. Need a light bearer to lead you home. I go where they never can.
Well, let's talk about daily routines. So usually when I wake up and I get to this stage after I say my mantras and everything, so I kind of start writing my top things. This is what I usually call my golden list. And my golden list are usually things of the top 10 things that I think about that I'm grateful for every single day. So for instance, first thing would probably be that I'm grateful for life, another day that I woke up. And I'll just jot these things down for the next 10 things that I'm grateful for. After then, I usually just journal aspect. I put 10 minutes on my timer and I kind of just write down the things that I'm thinking about, what I thought about yesterday or what I thought about the day before. And I kind of just allow myself to just be in that for those 10 minutes. So after that, I'm usually bringing out my Bible. Right now, I'm currently in Matthew chapter 24. And I usually bring that out and I read for a chapter. After reading a chapter of the day, before I even read my Bible, I usually go into a prayer and just like ask for the Holy Spirit to just really just be on me. I'm about to go into the Word. From there, I get the book that I've been reading for the past 3-4 days, and that's Think and Grow Rich. So with Think and Grow Rich, I'm kind of reading 5 pages at a time. I just want to get myself back into the flow of just reading and learning about Think and Grow Rich, and it's pretty cool. So that's kind of like my daily routine. So I'm gonna get back to it. Okay. So let's have a more honest conversation. Let's talk about my experience about last night, bro. Yeah, so honestly, I was like, it was crazy because like you get to a point where you're creative or you've done all the right things that you're supposed to do in this life, and you honestly end up to a place where you don't know what you're doing. Like that was like if you haven't seen like the last pieces of content that I posted, that was like the same prior basis of what I was trying to say. Is like I don't know what I'm doing. And I think a lot of people experience that same notion of not understanding. Like it's funny because it's like I just gave you guys a whole clip of what I'm doing in my day-to-day, and then now I'm like ranting about this, and this is like defining the end part of understanding what am I trying to be, who am I trying to be, what do I want to be out there. And honestly, it's really just like this is like the work. I feel like if you're not doing this, you won't discover what's your purpose, what are you trying to persuade, or not persuade, but put out there to the world. And that's where I've been at this entire time, because I'm like talking to my brother, I'm like, well, when I get on camera, am I being a true version of myself, or am I looking at things and trying to express things? And I think for me, it's just like understanding oneself, and that's kind of like the question that's always been lingering. That's why I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, and like it's stories about that, and I've talked about it, where it's like one thing that I wish I grew up with was like having this feeling of like self-esteem, being more higher up. But it's like I feel like that's like such a poor man's trope. Like I don't really need any self-esteem. Like if I look back in everything that I've ever done, I've literally done exactly what I've said. When I was wearing pink shirts at school and getting made fun of, I was still the kid that decided to wear pink or a purple shirt. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, there's all these different moments in my life where I looked at it and been like, well, I'm doing the right thing. I don't really care about anybody's opinions. Like, being bullied or going through like all the shit that I went through in my life, I literally never cared. There was nobody with me. There was always somebody that is like shady, or a friend that's shady. So like, in the whole combination of like reading these stories or feeling these feelings and these emotions of like, who am I trying to be? It's like, honestly, I've just been a combination of all those experiences. And I think I'm not trying to be on camera and being like, oh, I'm this dude that's has everything perfect, or I have this brand and I'm Mr. Fuck these brands and I gotta be this person that's like, I'm so cool, bro. I don't care about none of that shit. Trust me, I don't. So it's like, because like, honestly, when I think about life, I'm thinking about being the best version, but honestly, I'm just showing up for myself, bro. Honestly, I gotta show for that kid that's inside, that's like still hurt from all that shit that I went through. And it's just like stuff like that where it's like, you get on camera and you're trying to be somebody new or different, and I think that's what I'm just trying to break out of. Like, I'm not trying to be anybody that's so fucking this, that, and the third. Like, I'm me. Like, I'm telling you, when I say me, I'm like, I'm goofy at times, I'm serious at times, I present myself in a proper way at times, and I may present myself in a funny way at times. I just do everything across the board because I think that's me. I'm not this dude that's gonna be on here and being like, today guys, we're gonna be this, that, and the third. I did that. Look at the past videos, go deep dive. But yeah, I think the combination of just understanding that whatever I put out in the world and whatever resonates with whoever's gonna resonate. I think I'm more attached to the point of like, I think people need to know who I am. People need to know where I come from, my voice, why I do the things that I do. And I think I'm just gonna keep putting out content for that. And yes, I am on the route of becoming a millionaire. This is the trenches right now. I mean, I've always felt like I've been in the trenches or a chip on my shoulder, but it's like, this is the trenches, bro. And if I would rather put my life out there and for people to see who I am than me try to be this false character or this narrative that I'm trying to portray to people that really just don't care. Like, nobody really cares about what you put out there. Nobody really cares about who you are. Nobody really cares about how you sound, how tall you are, how short you are, how big you are. Nobody fucking cares. So it's like, from that notion, I'm doing a lot of these things because I'm trying. Nobody cares. When people find this out and find and see who I am, I'm gonna be the exact same person. If you guys didn't take anything from this video, take this one thing: nobody cares. Show up for yourself and fucking just do it. So I'm gonna catch up with you guys later. I'm about to go edit this video. Talk to y'all.